6.2, difference of two squares. Our second objective is to factor the difference of two squares. So now we're going to learn to factor if how we take it apart. So key concept here. Let's recall that if we have an a plus b times a minus b, notice our symbols are different here, then we get a squared plus b squared. So if we have an a squared plus, or a squared minus, if we have an a squared minus a b squared, yes, minus, then that's going to turn into two sets of parentheses, a plus b and a minus b. So at first this might seem a little confusing of how it all works, but let's try out a problem. So if I want to factor, and I see I have a subtraction sign here, and I know x squared is really just x squared, and I put the square on the outside, minus 2 squared. And this is the same as saying x squared minus 4. Then I know I can factor this, because it's going to be a difference of two squares, as something a plus b and a minus b. Well, my a is just what I have without the square. So my a would equal x here, and my b would equal 2. So I have x plus 2 and x minus 2. So let's try this again. In this case, this piece, I have the subtraction sign, so then I can do 2x squared is 4x squared minus 5 squared. So I can do plus and a minus, and my a again is just going to be what's in that set of parentheses. So 2x is equal to a and 5 is equal to b. So I get 2x plus 5 and minus 5. Okay, so we have a few more. M to the 6, is that a way that that's squared? Well, remember, power to a power we multiply. So is something multiplied by 2 to get 6? Well, that would be 3. Minus 4n squared. So I can have m cubed plus 4n and m cubed minus 4n. So we'll keep going. This one I end up with 6x squared minus 5y cubed squared. Remember, power to a power, we multiply. Again, I'll say it again. Power to a power, we multiply. So this becomes 6x plus 5y cubed, 6x minus 5y cubed. And my next one down here, some number times 2 equals 8. That's how I can separate this. I think of some number, x, times 2 equals 8, so that x must be a 4. So I'll end up with 3 times 8 to the 4th, b squared, all squared, because remember when we multiply that 2 in, minus 7 squared, so that's going to equal plus minus 3a to the 4th b squared plus 7 and 3a to the 4th b squared minus 7. Alright, so let's do a little bit more. Factor out the common term first, and then we're going to do the difference of two squares. So in this case, the common term is going to be an x. Notice how they both have x's, and we can factor out as much as a x to the 4th. So if I take x to the 4th out, I'm left with 49 minus 9x squared. So then I have x to the 4th, parentheses, The plus minus doesn't matter the order. So I took the square of that, which is 7. And then this is going to be 3x and 3x. So let's do this again. I can take out as much as, well, we'll take out a 2 and an a squared. So 2a squared, and in the inside we're left with 9b squared minus 25a to the 4th. So now I get 2a squared, 3b plus 5a squared, and 3b minus 5a squared. And the more you practice splitting these up, the better that you'll get at them. Alright, here are a few problems. We have 4 different ones for you to try. Do your best.